Welcome to part 2 of our Mech Rogue Warrior, not a warrior, Mech Rogue draft. Mech Rogue Aggressive draft. Roguebot draft. Hey, that's what we call the ranked series where we were playing what is basically this deck. It's kind of cool. It's kind of going cool. I need to make sure that I don't make any mistakes as large as I did last game, because I could just fucking bomb out. And this is a good deck. This is a really good deck. It's well constructed. It has a lot of strategic choices that can be made against different decks. It gives you an edge if you think just a few turns ahead. And I almost threw myself straight out of the game with it.
Watch your back.
Knife Juggler stays, the rest goes. Because I can't rely too heavily on drawing another 2. I dagger on turn 2. I dagger on turn 2. And I do nothing with it. Are you fucking ready? Mech Warper makes the Auto Barber cost 1 less, so I get out the Mech Warper and the Auto Barber, and then this does 2 damage, so I remove the Fairy Dragon immediately.
Not on my watch.
So I remove the Ardent Protector immediately.
Powering up.
Here we go.
So it gets to remove one of them, but then I remove it with a weapon. So I'm still ahead. That's what I'm trying to say.
Here we go.
So this happens every time. I can Dark Iron's Dwarf and then attack that, or I can Knife Juggler and then Haunted Creeper and hope that it get the 50-50 on the Spider Tank being hit. If I don't, I just go for the face. How does that horribly hurt me? Well, if I get Consecrated. Okay. Oh, but if I get True Silver Champions, then the Dark Iron Dwarf is a horrible play. Oh. Oh. So do I, like, walk down the middle? If I walk down the middle, that looks like using the Dagger Mastery and the Haunted Creeper in order to attack this. Yep. The correct play is...
So many options.
Oh. Great, it's not mirrored. It says I am a dumb dude. Made a mistake.
Put this apple on your head.
For the crusade!
Here we go.
I hit this, so if my opponent wants to consecrate, they have to run their Gnomish Inventory in here, consecrate, and then they get the board. They get the whole board. Oh my god. Is there like a prenatal screening for the kind of depths of idiocy that I encompass in my body? Because, I'll be honest, if I knew my child was going to be as dumb as I am, I might terminate pregnancy. Dark Iron Dwarf naked.
Here we go.
Oh my god. My opponent, by the way, hasn't demonstrated a truce of a champion, which means the other play was correct. Yep.
Here we go.
Done.
Oh god. My health. It hurts. Is there any way I have lethal next turn?
To Northrend.
Well, I might lethal myself if I don't have the ability to kill this for free. And hey, look, I totally do.
Here
So I hit the face first, then I Senjin and cast Petition's Blade to deal the 2 damage there, which means that I get to keep the 2 charge of the weapon, which is important. How? What if I hold it like this? Can you read that?
Pass me that arc
I am a dumb dude. Signed, Ryan Pearson. 2015, still a dumb dude. I'm so behind the meta. It's 2015 and I'm still dumb.
For the king.
Here we go.
For honor.
I don't have anything to say in my defense. Why would I have anything to say in my defense? Maybe paladins just make me play dumb. Paladins have like this anti-intelligence aura that they keep applying to me.
My shield for Argon.
That's my that's my explanation. I'm sticking to it. I'm just straight up fucked. Oh, it's a Tinker's Sharp Sword. Oh, excellent. I can have 6 damage on this weapon and then I still can't kill the Spiteful Smith. So sprint. The other Tinker's Sharp Sword, lovely. A Viscous Thorate. So if I kill this, and then I silence this, the only thing that keeps me alive is drawing a freeze.
So many options.
I just straight up flicked a fly, like it didn't even move. Anyway, fine. Fine.
Here we go.
I now need to draw a freeze from that. Time Rewinder, excellent. Well, often I think you'll find that a Time Rewinder is not a freeze. So I'm just gonna rewind that back to my hand, say well played, end my turn, and then kill myself in real life. So I'm just gonna go casually hang.
Justice demands retribution.
Yeah, alright, whatever. The worst thing is when you make a misplay and then someone just fucking twists the dagger that you can't use to kill their god. Oh, baby. I'm gonna play like 12 hours of Isaac after this to desalinate. I remember after, I think episode, was it 151 or 1? I think it was 151. Jamie Source in the comments said, play some Isaac and get holy water to desalinate.
Back.
That wouldn't help. That would help with the saltiness by creating more. Probably should have thrown back the Haunted Creeper and gone for an aggressive mech opening. But the Haunted Creeper is so good, just it's brutally good. It's also really good if I keep the Dark Iron's Wolf. Alright. Okay. Any spell used for removal this turn is only going to multiply the opponent's problems. And this allows me to dagger next turn, so if I do pick up the Goblin Auto Barber in any of the next 2 draws, I'm going to be able to use Mech Warp or Auto Barber on turn 3.
Here we go.
My opponent's kind of committed to pinging it again. Unless they have like Arcane Missiles, and that's what they're hoping on. Oh, really? Do I silence it? I could silence it.
Here
The problem with silencing it is that it still kills my Ironbeak Owl, and then my Haunted Creeper, and then some. I think I just dilute the board of things that it can hit. Hit my face, though. That's not good for me. So I imagine ping goes here, that runs into here, I get the 1-1 and the 1-1, that becomes a 1-3, I use the Dark Iron Dwarf next turn to attack, and now I don't do that. Hey, if I'm gonna have one target that's worthy of a Fire Blast, I might as well have 3 targets that's worthy of a Fire Blast, because there's gonna happen a Fire Blast, right? My opponent can't use it multiple times per turn. I may have tilted myself out of good play. Let's try and align ourselves back to a better axial tilt.
Here we go.
For the king!
Yep.
For the king! For honor!
The majority of the stats worth of a Stormwind Knight is in the fact that it has charge. So I gave my opponent basically a subpar creature. This is really disappointing to me, because I have to do this and then that in order to remove that. Just so that it doesn't get any bigger. That's so disappointing. Sprint is going to keep me alive in the late game, but if I don't have any board position, there's no reason for me to ever sprint. Like, I'll sprint to cards that aren't going to gain me board position. I don't have enough cheap removal cards. And that's probably the end of the game. I had 1 silence in my deck and I've already used it.
Here we go.
I'm developing the Cogmaster because it means if my opponent uses the... If my opponent, like, fireballs my 4-5, and then they hit the Cogmaster with the 4-4 can Bloodhoof, I can use Bomb Lobber to remove the initial part of the can, then Bane Bloodhoof comes out, and then I can worry about that later. Yeah. Fireball. Flame Cannon Ping. It's the same amount of mana, and it's pretty much as effective. At the very least in this scenario. Well, I kind of hope that I hit Ogre Magi, actually. Ooh, now I definitely don't want to hit Ogre Magi. Put this. Thank you. So removal of this, I mean, I've already used my only Eviscerate, so the removal of that has to come via Petition's Blade. Right? Now it can't be Petition's Blade, now it has to be a...
Speak to me.
Oh, ping your own one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go for the card draws.
Bring out your dead.
I'm very screwed. Boom! Give me that sprint action. Assassinizzle.
Well played.
Spider to Kizzle. Clockwork Nizzle? Yeah, Clockwork Nizzle. Because my opponent has the option to ping their own thing and then run it in. So they can draw 2 more cards! But they have to give me a spare part. Oh, shit! Hell yeah! Look at me with my extra card. Not a worm. Fireball, fireball. Mirror image. It's fine. Mirror image are actually not that bad for me right now. I thought my opponent said well played. Don't they have the ability to kill me? I actually need more things out on the field, so I'm gonna go with Spider Tank and Annoyatron over Fugan. I need more things that can make initial attacks so that I can, you know... Also, the taunt doesn't, you know, isn't particularly bad. It means that Pyroblast or Fireball are basically the only immediate win conditions that I can think of. Like, the most likely immediate win conditions I can think of, I guess. That one's in there. I'm trying to think exactly what I could have to make this a little easier on myself. That'll make it a little easier, I guess.
Tazingo! Yes.
And also drop Starlog. There's no reason to use the Whirling Blades yet. All my opponent needs to do is, you know, stall until they get spells for the win. They can do as much as they want to this Mana Worm, but the reality is it has to sacrifice itself. If that's Duplicate, I'm probably fucked, because then 2 more mirror images come out, and that'll actually slow down the game to the point I'll lose. Huh. Just in case it's counterspell. Nope, okay. Now I can sprint. Wish I didn't have to do that.
Here we go.
Because if I didn't have to do that, then I would have been able to use a Petition's Blade to clear the board. Okay, so it's not Duplicate, it's not counter... Oh, it's... Yeah, it's mirror image.
Handle it!
Handle it! Total 4 damage to my face this turn. I guess I have to finish the game with only weapons. I hope I get a spell. Wait, this goes
Here
first.
we go.
So my opponent is 1 off lethal.
Well played.
If I play the Sludge Belcher, they instantly win. In fact, if I play any minion, they instantly win. So I'm gonna develop the Assassin's Blade. And wait.
Well,
I was hoping to get another thing for Tinkers. Okay, whatever. Fine. Play this. And this. Yeah, you get it. Good work. There's no way I could have survived. I have to use my weapon this turn. So, yay! Oh, hey, it even hit the right target. Boom! Bam! Disappointment. You know that Hercules episode where Kevin Sorbo is reading out the cue cards for the script and reads out the stage direction disappointment for how he should sound when he's reading them out, and just says, "Oh no, disappointment," or disappointed, actually, I think it was. It's kind of like that, except I'm not an extreme right-wing conservative Christian. He is. Yeah, it's true facts. Well, that's kind of like a little bit of a Roguebot deck pack that we got at the end there. Fuck it, I'm gonna call it Roguebot. So that's gonna be Roguebots part 1 and 2. You know what's really fun? When we get to a part 2 of an episode and then I just throw Alright. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena, the name of the deck has been Roguebot. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like, it does let me get my content out to new people. There's also a playlist in the description down below with all my Hearthstone ranked, all of my Hearthstone Arena, and all of my Hearthstone adventures. And hopefully, we'll see you next time.